Hello everybody and welcome to the Sydney Football Stadium. A wet old day in Sydney, very grey, and the wind is blowing. As North Sydney hopes the wind will be blowing in their direction today, unlike 7 days ago when they went down 29-20 to their opponents in the minor qualifying final. Here's the Bears side.
And there's been a late change in the North Sydney team. David Fairley has been forced out with an ankle injury, which has forced a few positional changes. Matt Sears is the fullback, Dallas and Roy on the wings. Ben Eichen is in the centres. David Hall comes off the bench into the centres, forcing Michael Buettner to 5'8". Jason Taylor is halfback and captain. The lock forward is Billy Moore. Florimo, normally a 5'8", is in the second row with Gary Larson. Trindle and Pomeroy in the front rows with Mark Soden, the hooker, coached by Peter Lewis.
Sydney City, they've won their last 6, and they've got 6 new faces back for today. Let's have a look at them.
It's a very strong lineup. They're expected to win today. They're odds-on favourites. Andrew Walker is the fullback. Elsgood and Matt Singh on the wings. Cleary and Brandon Pearson in the centres. Brad Fittler is the 5'8" and captain. Adrian Lamb is halfback. The lock forward is Nigel Gaffey. Ricketson and Goulet in the second rows. Terry Hermanson in the front row with David Barnhill. And Simon Benetti is the hooker, coached by Phil Gould.
Kelvin Jeffs is the referee in charge of this big game at the Sydney Football Stadium. 2 replays in our semi-finals. Replays of last weekend. Last night, the Gold Coast Chargers reversed their result. Can North Sydney do the same? A good day for the kickers. The grubber, the high ball, will be important. And we've got 2 of the best exponents in the game. Taylor, of course, and Fittler. Barnhill is tackled 33 metres out from his own line for Benetti. Nigel Gaffey. Time, it's an amazing thing when you look at Nigel Gaffey. He left here to go to the Crushers. They said everything wasn't rosy in the garden. And here's Gaffey back now, looking at a chance of playing in the grand final in the colours of the original club. Although he came from Canberra, from memory, way back. Dallas. Larson crosses the 40-metre line. 5 from halfway. Soden is back for Norths today. Pomeroy winds it up. Plays hard. Steve Roach is an admirer. Very much so. Soden kicks. The chase is on. Let's have a look at the enthusiasm of it. Not all that brilliant. Elsgood picked it up and got it back pretty easily. Centre of the focus during the week was Jack Elsgood with John Cross. Pearson, formerly the Magpies, a mid-season change, and that also gives him a chance of playing in the finals when we think about Western Suburbs frittering their chance last weekend. Gaffey turns it inside. Ricketson's there. 30 metres away from their own line. Working away from the main camera side of the ground is Goulet. Almost towards centre ground. Now, Andrew Walker, who's been in superb form. If you had to say who's been the best player in the league. Oh, Elsgood lost his footing, and Pearson had to dive quickly to his left to save the day for both him and Elsgood. Buettner hit hard on the 40-metre line. Hermanson was one of them there, one of the enforcers. Benetti was the other.
And Ray, David Fairley is a big loss for the North Sydney team. Having watched them play last week against the Roosters, he was their best forward until injured. But Greg Florimo, he can fit the Fairley role pretty well. He hits the line hard and cannot bode once he breaks that line.
So the Bears crossing Sydney City's 40-metre line on the 5th tackle. Play by Trindle. 35 out. Taylor puts the kick in. Keeps it low. Oh, the bounce was not good for Walker. He's got a ring of Bears around him. Line drop out. Good kick by Taylor. Enthusiastic chase. And they will get the ball back.
That's better stuff there from North Sydney. Last week it looked as though they just wanted to turn up and thought they had to go around to win. Great chase. He got a nasty bounce. And Brett Dallas, who has been, you would say, in not very good form, He's one of the best wingers going around. Follows up the Taylor kick.
Steve Roach is down on the sidelines. We'll go to the big fellow at the end of this passage of play. Particularly, I want to get some kind of a breeze assessment from you, Blocker, as Moore is put away 33 metres out from the Sydney City line. Floromo's pass away for Larson. The experience showing through with the senior players. Blustery conditions, greasy ball, short passes. Pomry, well, he's like a young colt. You just turn him loose, he loves it. Larson with a grubbing kick. Work again for Elsgood. And again a line dropout. No score. Early minutes of this minor semi-final. Walker comes back to do it again. Good tactics by North Sydney. As I said, these conditions are ideal for the kickers in the game. Sears. He'll be peppered down the other end of the ground when Sydney City visit. Larson just outside the 40-metre line. Soden works the short side. Trindle. He and Pomry are very much the same. They're straight up and down, but they love to work. Dallas, 20-metre line. Are the Bears going in? Taylor, 13 metres away from the Sydney City line. Soden away. 3 is Aiken. Aiken, he's over, is he? Is it a double movement? Is it a try? Kelvin Jeffs has called for the in goal. Kelvin Jeffs fell over just when he needed perfect vision. He's given the try.
And the right decision, I reckon, from watching it. Benny Aiken, he's got the buzz cut. And good to see him right in place there near the ruck in a 5/8 roll. Kelvin Jeff's gone down here, but Benny Aiken did not ground that football according to the referee. He kept that right elbow above the ground all the way. The East defence, the Roosters defence, have come up quickly out wide, and Aiken, you would say he's in the 5/8 roll there with Taylor who actually played the ball, and that's a try, and a great effort too by Aiken.
Thankfully they got it right, in my opinion. Taylor, beautiful kick. The Bears 6, Sydney City 0. But the Bears have got a very good record for the most part in wet conditions. Did they not put a very big shot on Manly in the wet in the second round? Now they get a penalty. Taylor's in the side, 33 metres out, right in front.
He's got the players here for holding on the tackle just far too long. It's a nice head ruffle there on Danny Williams by David Barnhill.
One of the all-time great kickers. It's 35 out. He's right in front. There it goes. Breeze helping and coming in beautifully. 2 further points for the Bears. Dallas. Gallic head on. Goulet over the top. Butner. Put down by Riggin. Floromo. Mark Weaver. Larson comes down the line. Steve Roach on the sidelines.
Yeah, Ray, you mentioned the little men getting in a dummy half and causing trouble. Reba came on last week against Sydney City and scored a great try from dummy half, so expect him to run from that position.
Elsgood back on his own 10. Pearson. Badly need to break them. They've got to knock North Sydney off their game, lower their confidence. The tide has been flowing for the Bears. Garlick. Seen to advantage since he came on. Goulet. Now the last. Walker. Taylor goes out, trying to put some pressure on him, and he achieves that. Walker and Fittler having unhappy days.
Yeah, good stuff by the North Sydney captain. They are not playing very well, the Roosters. Norths are playing a very simple game. The forwards, the little blokes, and they are making plenty of ground against this Roosters outfit.
This is Gary Larson. Reba. Florimo. Players working around him. Billy Moore on the 20. Williams. Taylor. Behind Aiken. Sears. Oh, Butner! Got it back for Dallas. He finishes it off. Superb play by the Grizzlies.
It's all North Sydney. How well are they playing? You couldn't compare them to last week. They have switched on. They've come ready to play. As they go wide, you see the Roosters defence not one line out wide. And as Matt Sears drifts across the field, so he frees play there. What's happened, Matt Sears has actually drawn Brandon Pearson in, and there is a gap right there for Michael Butner to run through. And as play goes on, Butner takes the gap. He's into the clear. It's only a covering tackle from Brad Fittler that stops him, but Dallas, he's too quick. Only had a metre to go, but he's still too quick.
Magnificent stuff. This is the play that created it. And then Butner's size and strength. And Dallas, his support play.
Yeah, it was Matt Sears' pace that's got on the outside of Fittler. That forced Brandon Pearson to come in on him, leaving the gap.
5 in, 23 out. On its way, looking good. Oh, no, it's just outside. We will break. 12-0, Bears over Roosters. Two tries and 2 goals. North Sydney by 12 points. Oh, not again. Well, Steve, you're on the sidelines and you've told us the breeze favours the Bears in the first half. Is it that blustery down there?
No, not really. There's not that much behind it, but have a look at that. Greg Florimer had 1 foot in touch, 1 foot in play, touched the football, and that's a penalty to North.
That's out on the full. That's the rule I was talking about in relation to a dead ball matter the other night, when the man with the whistle got it wrong. We can't go back to that now, but that's the ruling. The Bears. Taylor. Larson. Aiken. Here they come again. David Hall. David Hall has been held up. No try.
Oh, North Sydney, they're on fire. But good defence here from the Roosters. It's Ivan Cleary. He rolls Hall on his back and stays with him. He still can't get it down, David Hall.
Magnificent effort by Ivan Cleary. The Bears again. Roy. Reba in 17. Williams. They're setting up on the blind side for the next play. Reba. Now Taylor, he's going to take a shot. It goes over the black dot. Up goes the hand, another point. Every time the Bears go down there, they come back with something.
Yeah, they've come home with another point. 13-0. It's a very good lead. I don't know. I just felt they had the Roosters shot to bits.
Singh. That was the 6th line drop out in the game. Goulet. He is really the only Sydney City player to puncture them. Barnhill made the move with Goulet across from the Saints. Lamb going back in the hope of going forward. 19 out. Garlick down the blind. Ricketson. Now the kick. Lamb puts a little kick in. Fittler's after it. They will get it back. Taylor was there to kill it.
Good play from Adrian Lamb. Now he is starting to weave some magic, and he's at his best when he runs to the line and takes them on. The play before that, he drifted across the field looking for a runner for about 40 metres, and there was zip, nothing, nil. He needs some runners, Adrian Lamb.
Walker. Goulet. 30-metre line. Garlick waits. Again, they come down the right of the ground with Ricketson. Garlick, Barnhill crosses the 20. 18 out, centre of the ground. 3 minutes to go. Lamb away, Walker with it. Ooh, Rigon hit it at full speed, and so too the defence. Pearson finding Lamb with a long pass. Fittler turning it in. Ricketson is with it. North Sydney's defence holding. This is the last tackle. Back for Fittler. Shapes the kick, holds it back. And it goes over the dead ball line. So it'll come out to the 20.
It's North State at 8. Honestly, I can't see them getting beaten in this game. Just on those 3 sets of 6, 18 tackles have held out the Roosters. It's great defence from North. Their attack is fine, nothing brilliant, but it's good, solid attack, and their defence has been great. Hardly been a Roosters line break.
Billy Moore. Two minutes to halftime. 2 tries, 2 goals plus a field goal. 13-0. North Sydney in front. Florimo and Butner combined. He's done some strong things out there, Michael Butner, today. Hasn't had a lot to do, but what he has done has had quality about it. Taylor's kick is perfect. And Matt Singh takes it over the dead ball line. So another line drop out.
And that came down to another very good chase from Nigel Roy. Let's see if he stays on side. Yes, he is. And Matt Singh could have got out into the field of play, except the fact that Nigel Roy was right on his hammer.
Small crowd at the football stadium, taking in the second of the finals. Weather not conducive to bringing a big crowd, I suppose, out today, but that's really a fragile excuse. It's a very, very small crowd watching the second of the finals. Williams. They've got 30 seconds, the Bears. Can they extend their lead? Taylor to the back. Sears likewise. An angle for Aiken. Inside the 10. 7 metres away from the line. Reba. And then Sears. Puts in a little kick. And they won't have time to restart. it would have been the 8th line dropout. The siren has in fact just sounded. So we go to half-time. The North Sydney Bears, they are on top. They are hungry and they are playing beautifully. $13-0 then. The Bears had the breeze in the first half. False alarm. Walker starts. 13-0. North Sydney. Larson. Now Billy Moore. Ben Eichen and Brett Dallas got the tries for the Bears. Larson, second handle of the football. First set of 6 after half-time. Eichen almost to the halfway line. They will be trying desperately to control the football for the full length of their 6 allocated tackles. Put a good kick in, a good chase. And if they do that, it will make it almost impossible for Sydney City to come back. Garlick on for Gaffey. Gaffey getting it over the halfway line. Brought a roar from the Sydney City fans. A flicker of hope. A Bear in trouble. I think it's Ben Eichen. Hermanson. Now the last. Garlick. Walker. Kick. Purposeful. Accurate. Oh, Dallas has lost it. And Butner. Butner has saved him.
And meanwhile, Ben Eichen's still getting treatment. He's way back on the halfway line and he's in a lot of pain. You would think that might be the end of Ben Eichen for this match, and he's played very well as well. Strong running from the Roosters early in this half. The shoulder was rocked back. Pretty handy replacement coming on in Chris Caruana. A wealth of first-grade experience there.
It's a real body blow to North Sydney. We'll get a medical check on Ben Eichen as soon as we can. We'll also go to Steve for his halftime report in just a matter of moments. On the feet, play on. Hermanson. Oh dear. Conway has let an arm hang out. This will be a penalty to Sydney City, and it will give them a chance to build a foundation.
And the penalty should be sufficient.
I'm going to put it on report. Penny, I'm going to ask you to do something for me. As I said,
it's a lazy tackle more than anything.
You get your tackles down. You get
He just hung the arm out when he could have gone in low, and he is now being placed on report. Brenton Connery.
So Ivan Cleary has been told to take the 2 points. Mile of time in front of them. I suspect that that's the right decision.
Yeah, it's the right decision, no doubt about it. What it does, it nullifies the field goal that Jason Taylor kicked. And they get 2 converted tries, and North don't score, they win the match. That's the thinking behind it.
There's Cleary from in front, 30 metres out, has struck it high and handsome. 2 points and Sydney City are on the board. Moore. gritting the teeth and hitting it up. Rigon Medi. So did Garlick. Doing a good job of blocking up the middle. Garlick. Play by Florimo on the 40-metre line. Taylor coming across to try and open up some action on the right of the ground, and Larson almost succeeded. Caruana's pass, another drop goal from Taylor. It's okay as well. Hands in the air from the referee. 14-2.
Yeah, also the Roosters get the penalty, and Taylor equalises that. Now there's still 2 converted tries behind the Roosters.
Nathan Wood preparing to come on for City. Soden. Aiken coming down the ground quickly on Elsgood. Soden, as you saw, has got a problem. It looks like he's done a hamstring. He got that far, and he went down again, Mark Soden. So he has got a, we would think, a very badly damaged hamstring. Sydney City on the 40-metre line with a penalty. Barnhill. Straight and hard to the 30-metre line. Nathan Wood. Lamb. Ricketson. It's not beyond them, but they've just got to try and knock North Sydney off their game, and the Bears aren't about to do that. Their defence has been superb. Fittler for Singh. 10 metres out. Here's a chance. Lamb away for Goulet. Penalised. Having played the advantage, he said they were inside the margin allowable.
Settle down.
A good chance for the Roosters here. Adrian Lamb's the man.
So from the 10-metre line, Barnhill back, Wood away, Lamb on, Fittler with it, holds it up. 5 metres out from the line, he's attracted a lot of defence. Nathan Wood, Lamb, Walker, Goulet, got it back for Walker. Walker strains to get it over the line. Wood again. Lamb. Fittler's back in position. Beats Aiken. Takes on 2 defenders. Lamb away. Pearson is with it. Pearson put down. 7 metres out from the line. Sydney City, they need a try. Ricketson. Wood. Fittler. Rolls it in, looking for Lamb. Cleaned up by Nigel Roy.
Well, how good's the North's defence? They are just getting there in numbers. It's terrier-like defence from the Bears today. Everywhere the Roosters go, there's a big black grizzly bear there.
Fittler. Ricketson. They're starting to get Goulet out a bit wider, Sydney City. Walker with a big kick. The bounce. Sears is underneath it with the help of Taylor. And it will be a line dropout.
And that's a better kick from Andrew Walker. That's the Andrew Walker swirly. Gets up there and it just curls around and it's come down. They had no idea where it was. Matt Sears let it bounce. And it was up there. It's still up there. Come down. And the Roosters, they took an age to get there.
Fittler. Back for Barnhill. 25 metres away. Can they come away with something this time? Nathan Wood. Rigon. Fittler. Ricketson. 9 metres out. 14 points to 2. Lamb finding Pearson. Butner, Larson, Caruana, all in the defence. Lamb, Goulet. There it is again. Nathan Wood with a little juggle. 3 metres away from the line. Lamb on 5. Fittler puts Walker across. Walker scores for Sydney City. They're climbing back.
Oh, here come the Roosters. There he is. Very smart play. They've had all the possession. They don't kick it. They decide to run. Fittler drifts across the field. Freeze play there. You see how Fittler's drawn these two blokes here. There's a gap there for Walker to get through, which he does. He only got through it because he ran hard and fast. That's the way to get through the gaps when they come. No pussyfooting around by Andrew Walker. Ben Ikin had travelled in to control Brad Fittler, and that left the little gap.
Yeah, well, he's been very dangerous on the fringe of the ruck. If you think back to the first half, there's the kick now.
It's successful block up.
If you think back to
14 to 8. We've got to go to a break. 6 points the margin now. Reba. Pulled down by Barnhill. They're on the 30-metre line. Back and across from Florimo for Aiken. David Hall. Now the Bears get a chance. Don't forget that option. They're leading by 6. Taylor's got it. Puts the kick in. It looks good. No, it's been touched in flight. The ball was touched in flight.
Well, I think it actually went over the post, but it was touch in flight, which means it's no point. He gets his hand to it. Adrian Lamb puts the chase on. Goes through the big posts. Now the Bears will get the ball back from the dropout, and once again you'd think they'd work in for the field goal.
Line drop-out time as Garlick comes back into the game. Steve Roach on the sideline.
Well, Norths have showed us their intention. They want to go for the field goal. I wouldn't be surprised if they do it on the 3rd tackle. A little bit earlier when Sydney City aren't expecting it.
Florimo. Well, he was trying to play the ball and forced down. That could have easily been a penalty. Dallas. Williams. Strong run straight over the top of Barnhill. Away from Reba. Finding Taylor. He goes for it early. That was touched in flight as well. This time it'll come back to the 20. Or will it?
No, it's been touched again, so once again it's another dropout.
You go round it, all right? Go round it.
He's had 47 goes at this. On that occasion, Shane Rigon got in the way.
Intentionally touched in flight. So that, of course, is playing at the football. Crunching tackle. He's strong, Fittler. Tend to forget that about him. Big and very strong when he needs it. Stringer, 20 metres away. Taylor. 9 metres out from the line. Reba. Moore. Lions with him. Pulled down by Gaffey. Hall. Now Taylor again. This one has gone wide. Most definitely not touched and coming out to the 20.
Great defence there from the Sydney City Roosters. They're still alive. They got the football back. That was 18 tackles they held out. Field goal attempts all over the place. Now Hermanson gets a good 15 metres for them.
Gaffey. 14 points to 8. 13 minutes to go. And Adrian Lamb puts his foot to the floor. Goulet, an offload. Garlick and Rigon. Rigon will play it 23 out. Almost in the centre. Fittler. They keep raining the high ball on them. Well, it's come down to the Bears. There's a question mark on whether he was onside. Dallas has propelled the ball forward. Sydney City go back. They've got a staggered line, North Sydney. Pearson. Garlick for Goulet. Just outside the 30-metre line. Elsgood sweeps it. Fittler on for Lamb. Across the top of Walker. Gaffey is with it and Icon is with him. See. Lamb. Ricketson. 20-metre line just behind him. Lamb. Walker. Now the last. Fittler's on the left of the ruck. Puts the little kick up. Rigon's after it. Oh, Jack Elsgood flies high. Indication from the referee is held up in goal.
And it's on the last tackle. That'll mean a 20-metre tap for the Roosters. Smart little kick here from Fittler. Elsgood gets to it. Can't get it down.
Barnhill. The big men are tiring. More and more inroads are being made. Goulet. And then Fittler. For Lamb. And away for Singh. Gets it down. Cleary. 10 metres out for the line. Nathan Wood. Lamb. Held by Larson. Wood goes himself. So he's deemed that he has been held up in goal. This will be a scrum with Sydney City's feed.
Yeah, they're playing well now, the Roosters, and Scott Goulet's the man. He's really come into his own in their second half. He's got some quality ball away for his supports. He's had a great game now, packing in the front row. Hasn't done that very often in his career.
Colvin just wanting it again. Walker. Walker! Walker's going to make it! Walker's over! Oh, what a pressure kick this will be!
Oh, Willett, right. The boys come in. Fittler, Ricketson, Barnhill. Andrew Walker. Oh, Taylor spitting chips. Simple, not even a scrum play. It's just one-on-one defence. He gets on the outside. Nigel Roy, it's sloppy defence. That's what it is. You've got to be desperate right on your own line. I think the fact that on the outside, Michael Buettner had come up and shown Walker the gap, and he went for it. And it's almost a replica of the Ben Ikin try. He held his arm up and slipped it over right at the right moment. And how would you like to be Ivan Cleary right now? A chance to make this game 14 points all.
Well, what a magnificent end to the season has this young man had. You can remember mid-season he was on the bench, I think. He didn't really know where he was going to play next weekend. The kick is looking okay. The flags are up. It's level. 14 all. Roy, 33 metres away from the Sydney City line. Aiken using Florimo. Florimo is 25 out. Second play. Caruana, third play. 14 points all. I think they want to go for it early again. It's gone back for Taylor on the fourth tackle. Gets his kick in. The touchy doesn't move. The arm goes up and the Bears are back in front.
He got it this time, Jason Taylor, under a great deal of pressure as well from Adrian Lamb, his opposite. But he's nailed it. It's a great kick. Look at Lamb come flying in. Did not get a touch. But there's still 5.5 minutes remaining. Well, this is it for the Roosters. They've defended well, and they've got the speed out wide to utilise. They can score an 80-metre try, but I don't think so today.
Fiddler not well, according to that shot. Penalty goes to Sydney City. 1 minute 25 on the clock. Walker with a monster of a kick. They don't come any closer. 1 point the margin. The Bears in front. Here's the last throw of the dice. Barnhill.
I'm just wondering if they get close enough, will they go for the field goal and set up some extra time?
Lamb. Ricketson. 29 metres out from the line. With Sydney City, you don't quite know who to watch for. Walker. 45 seconds on the clock.
Walker will be the man to kick it.
Adrian Lamb. 15 out from the line. Nathan Wood. Back on the inside for Singh. Singh away for Lamb. Lamb for Ricketson. Ricketson away for Fiddler. Fiddler then for Barnhill. They're going backwards. Goulet. Fiddler again. Shaped a kick and then passed. Barnhill for Walker. Where are we? The Kingdome or somewhere?
Fiddler will have a go here, I reckon.
Now, Adrian Lamb gets a kick away. The hand goes up. It's 15 all. It is 15 all. The hand has gone up. I can't believe it.
And that's full time.
Adrian Lamb, out of a mud patch from dummy half, has levelled.
What a kick.
15 points all. Look at the joy. So we go into extra time. 10 minutes each way. And then if they're still locked up, they go into a period of sudden death football.
And Ray, just the way the Roosters played that second half, the way they finished, you have to favour them to go right on with this now and win the match. The Bears' defence is still pretty good. Players like Fittler and Lamb and Walker and Goulet have played great halves the second half. Here's Rigon now getting 20 metres.
Fifth tackle. Walker. They keep peppering with the ball. He's lost it. And it'll be a knock-on. Loose head and feed for Sydney City. This is just what the doctor ordered.
And it's always been their Achilles heel, the bomb, Norse. They haven't handled them well all season, but that is great stuff there from Brandon Pearson, the chase. And with the ability of Andrew Walker to put that kick up so high, they trouble the Bears all day with their bombs.
Lamb was able just in time to get it away. Pearson.
Hands off.
Elskert. Gaffey. 3 metres away. 15 points all. First half of extra time, and here's a try. That's Garlick. Sean Garlick signed a contract to go to South Sydney this week. 1915.
Very good player, Sean Garlick. His experience, he threw a dummy. The decoy was there back on the inside of Hermanson, and he strode through a gap. Hermanson drags in one or two. A missed tackle there. Smart play from Sean Garlick. Just wondering who missed the tackle. It's Trindle. He's very tired. He's worked hard for 80 minutes.
Cleary's right in front. They don't miss these, Cleary's and Taylor's. 21-15. What a fight back. Steve Roach, have a look at this.
Oh, what an amazing effort from Garlick. He kept them interested on the inside, and that's a great try to go. A fresh pair of legs. They've shared the game too, Bonetti and Garlick, so he's fresh. Very quick out of dummy half.
Taylor starts again. Walker says, I've had enough. You take it back. Big Hermanson. What a match. North Sydney were singing ragtime for 40 minutes. Now, Sydney City with a big break. It's Elscott. Stayed in the field of play. A quick spread to the right. Lamb, Walker, and away from Gaffey. They're going to go in again. Cleary scores. Sydney City.
And the jubilation for Sydney City. You look at that clump of players there, and way back on the other side, Jack Elscott is all on his own, but he's the hero. He made the long break. Straight from dummy half. No Norse defence there at all. They're out on their feet, Norse. They're gone. Only Matt Sears saved the try. A great covering tackle, and the spread was on. There's no Norse defence here at all. It was a matter of numbers. The Roosters, they've come home strongly. They've got the line set. Good ball from Walker. Beautiful pass from Gaffey. And Cleary gets the head down and goes for it.
One more time. Stephen, what a turnaround.
Oh, what about the pass from Gaffey under all sorts of pressure on the fringe there? Jason Taylor comes across desperate, tries to push him out. Cleary, try. His foot was outside, but it was still in the air.
Cleary from the 20-metre line. Just across the face. 25-15. Half-time in extra time. Just a matter of 25 seconds away. Reba, he's lost it. Ricketson too tired to run. Fittler almost the same. And the middle legs of Adrian Lamb. Try line bound. He's over. Adrian Lamb is over. Third try for Sydney City in extra time.
It's come from a North City mistake. How happy are they? That wraps it up. Too tired to run. Look at them, they're gone. Adrian Lamb, he's not too tired. He'll have a lash. And a great step on Sears. Couldn't keep his feet, Sears. Dallas coming from behind. They're going for the line. They're neck and neck. Great stuff from Adrian Lamb. He's had a magnificent game today. Determination on his face. Not the fastest halfback. But he gets there.
He had that lovely smirk on his face. Cleary converts. They turn around to go again. Sydney City scoring an amazing 3 tries in 10 minutes. Second half of extra time. I suppose there would be some that would say, well, they did it. Why can't we? But I don't know that there's enough power or athleticism there, Paul.
No, they've been gone for quite a while now, North Sydney. They just ran out of juice. A about 20 minutes into the second half, and it's been all the Roosters since then. Phil Gould has worked some magic at half-time.
Florimo. Buettner angling back to the 40-metre line. You made a point in the commentary, and I think Phil Gould will pinpoint it as being one of the important changes when he threw Nathan Wood into the game. Halfway line. Taylor. What a day for Sean Garlick. Walker. Pearson. Cleary. Wood. Gaffey. He's toiled hard. Walker. He's not finished with them yet. Here, cop another one. Poor little Matt Sears. Down on his knees. Now Dallas. Explosive. But in vain, one would think. Taylor. Hall. Karawan. Stringer. Oh, good ball, son. Florimo. Florimo pursued, but he's got his pass away. And in goes Caruana. North Sydney score their first points in extra time.
A bit of life in the old bear yet. I don't know if they can make up the difference, but Greg Florimo's had a great game for the Bears. Look at the chase from Goulet. Gets to him. Fair pass, and Caruana right under the sticks. We'll be back to 10 points after this.
Conversion for Taylor. 31-21. Matt Singh over there. Here's a bust made by Sydney City. Garlick again. Gee, if you gave him permission to negotiate, you'd be sitting there thinking, what have I done? I let him go. Don't worry, Bernie, I'm not talking about you. Humminson, 21 away. 10 points the margin. Lamb. In ball there for Gaffey. 13 out. They've got him. Fittler knocked down by Caruana. 6 more. 20-metre line. Singh. Wood. They're going to hold him up in goal.
Yeah, there it is.
Now they've given a penalty.
A stupid play from North Sydney. They had him held up. Someone's ripped the ball out. And he's got 10 in the bin, Matt Sears. Obviously said something as well.
Paul, was it the last tackle? I don't think it was.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
So dragging him into the in goal and holding him up, you were giving them the scrum feed and the loose head.
Yeah, exactly right. And they did seem to drag him in there on purpose. Now Martin Weeks has come in, and Greg Florimo being called out.
Oh, Greg, where you go? Come on. Okay, now let's wait. I haven't blown time on. What are you going to do? Take it back? Shot?
And they'll have a shot at goal, which will wrap it up for the Roosters.
Well, this is quite an incredible sequence. The defence trying to pull the attack over the line and then hold him up. The referee obviously called held. He couldn't have said his progress was halted because he was still making progress. Riley pushes it over. 33-21. Sounds like a game of basketball. Steve Roach on the sideline.
What do you say about this game? Great effort from both sides. You've got to feel a bit for North Sydney, but I think Greg Florimo's really tried hard for the North side, as everyone else has, but it'd be a shame to see him go out and not make it to a grand final before he finishes.
Well, thankfully they'll get another chance, Steve.
Well, I suppose that's the main thing, but I don't know if they can come back from this.
Had it been a 5-team semi-final, they wouldn't be coming back. They'd be getting on a plane for the end of season. Garlick. Barnhill. 10 seconds to go. This has been one of the great rugby league fight backs. 13-0 at half-time, and they've won it. 33-21. Fiddler towed over the sideline, and it is over. 100 minutes of football. 33-21.
This has been a presentation of Fox Sports.